Hey, what's going on, everybody? James Grooms here from jamesgroomsmarketing.com, and today I want to talk to you about free Google tools for your business. Now, I'm referring to the Google suite of free products like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and more. Google really offers so much that I could probably talk all day long about all the really cool things that you can do through Google. But what I'm going to focus on today are the basics of the Google Suite, things that I've been using for, I don't know, the last 10 years or so. I just want to point out that this is like the third time trying to make this video, because I had a whole video all done up and I went through to edit it, and yeah, the edit came out like crap. The quality was horrible afterwards, so I'm just doing this again. And this time I'm just using blank accounts as opposed to my accounts I had earlier. My edits required me to cover up all my private information, so I'm doing it again now with no edits. So like I said, I'm going to focus on the basic products under the Google Suite, things that I think everybody can use, especially for somebody like me who's in affiliate marketing, when you need to write blog posts or you need to create content or whatever. So let's get started. For me, I write my blog posts here inside of Google Docs. Let me point out real quick, if you have a Gmail address, you get access to all of the things I'm about to talk about. If you don't, just make one. It's free, and then once you have a Gmail address, you use that to log into all this stuff and get access. So for creating content, a lot of people are used to Microsoft Word, using Microsoft products in general. Google Docs is a free cloud-based word processor. Think of it as Google's free alternative to Microsoft Word. So when you get to Google Docs, it's just docs.google.com. When you get here, you'll get the opportunity to choose different templates out here at the top of the screen, or you could choose a blank template. Here you can see there's some things I've worked on in the past, documents I've either shared with me from somebody, or things that I've created myself. They'll all go down here. Whatever you got in your docs will be stored here. So usually what I do is I'll just start on a new blank document. Okay, and when you click on that, all this does is open up a new page just like this, where you have different tools across the top of the screen. You can do your page setup and your formatting and your editing as you would typically in Microsoft Word. Now the good thing about this is because it's cloud-based, you don't need to worry about saving it on a disk drive or downloading it or anything like that. It saves automatically. So it saves as you type. So right now you can see up here it says saving, and now it says all changes saved in Drive. As you type, it automatically saves your work. So you could start working on creating your content here on your computer, and then switch to your phone or your tablet or another laptop or another computer somewhere, anywhere that you have an internet connection from. So if you start something at home, you can pick back up on it at work, and vice versa. And again, like I said, you can do all your different editing options and whatnot as you would typically in Microsoft Word. You just click your menu and do what needs to be done. So that's Google Docs. That's a free word processing program. The next thing I want to show you is what's called Google Sheets. Google Sheets is Google's free alternative to what's that called? Microsoft Excel. Now you can do some pretty complicated stuff here inside of Google Sheets. You can make some like to-do lists. You can make calculators, really technical calculators that have formulas in there, conditional formatting. You can do all kinds of stuff. And again, you can also choose some templates that are made ahead of time, or you can just click blank and start on a new document. So when you click that, all it's going to do is open you up in here the same way with your options at the top of the screen and a big giant blank spreadsheet that is, I think, like 1,000. It's 1,000 rows deep, I believe. And this does the same thing as Docs because it's cloud-based in Google. As you type, it automatically begins to save your work and back it up to the cloud. So you can jump from your computer you're on now to a tablet, a cell phone, another laptop, another PC, whatever it is you want to jump over to. And all your work that you've done here will be saved and synced to the cloud automatically. So that's the spreadsheet software. The next thing I want to show you is Google Slides for presentations. This is Google's free alternative to Microsoft PowerPoint. So if you have to do a slideshow for somebody, set up a presentation for somebody, for your business, for a client, for whoever, you want to impress your girlfriend and make up a slideshow of your pictures of all your romantic times together, you can do that. Whatever it is you want to do, you just click and start working. It's pretty simple. This here may not be as robust as Microsoft PowerPoint, but it's a slideshow presentation, so it's never it never has the need. You don't have the need to be robust and super fancy because the basis of a slideshow is simplicity and ease of understanding. So you just do the same thing. You start putting in your text and your images and all that, and you can drag and drop stuff here. And it will again save and back up automatically to the cloud. So you can jump from here again onto any other device, any other computer somewhere else. It's nice to be able to start this and then pick up on your phone because a lot of the time when it comes to presentations, you'll be out somewhere and say, oh, I just realized I should probably put this in there, and you can pick this up on your phone, which is really, really nice to be able to do. So for the next presentation, make sure you check out Google Slides. The next thing I want to talk about is called Google Hangouts. Now, this is where I had to do a whole lot of editing last time I tried to make this video earlier tonight. So this is instead just a picture of Hangouts that I pulled off Google. Google Hangouts is a communication platform. Think of it as quote unquote sort of like Facebook Messenger app. Okay, that's big quotes, sort of like. It allows you to send text messages, do chatting with each other, video chat, send pics and stuff back and forth. It's just a communications platform. Now, Google Hangouts you can download onto your phone as an app. You can download it onto your computer with a Chrome, as a Chrome extension, and then there's also a desktop version, I believe. And I have both. I have a version that's installed onto my desktop, and then one that's installed up here on my browser. And then I have another Chrome extension that I have currently disabled. It is also for Hangouts. But you use this to do chatting, whether you're chatting with friends, family, coworkers, clients, whatever it is, you just use Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is also what I use in conjunction with the next thing on this list, which is Google Voice. Google Voice is Google's VoIP or Voice over Internet Protocol. That's basically their phone system. It's called a Google Voice number. And what you can do with Google Voice is you can register to create a Google Voice number. And let's say that you want a Los Angeles based phone number. So when you go to Google Voice to set up your account, you can create your own phone number and get a phone number that's registered to the Los Angeles area. And then with this phone number, the good thing about it is that you use it for call forwarding. So you give this phone number out to whoever, and because it's forwarded to your cell phone or whatever phone you set it up with, um, it's a good way to stay in touch with people, whether you're in touch with your clients or you're in touch with customers. If you want a way for people to have a number to contact you at, but you don't want to give away your personal private information, check out Google Voice. I've been using it for I don't know, I've had a lot of numbers over the last, 10 years. You can do a lot with this call forwarding. You can transcribe your voicemails. You can record your phone calls as they happen. Uh, you can you can do all kinds of things. Uh, Now, what I was saying a minute ago about Hangouts is I connect Google Voice to Google Hangouts, and I have Google Hangouts and Google Voice both downloaded as an app on my cell phone. So what happens is I send and receive messages on my phone either through my carrier or through Google Voice. I get to choose. I can choose each time, or I can set it to manually do both. Uh, I jump back and forth, just depends on who I'm talking to. Uh, but I have Google Voice and Google Hangouts as an app on my phone. So what that means is that somebody can call my Google Voice number and it will ring my actual cell phone, uh, but they don't actually have my cell phone number. They just have my Google Voice number and the calls are forwarded. With Google Hangouts, it allows you to take those text messages through Google Hangouts because it just seems a little more user-friendly, I guess, is what really led to that whole interaction between Hangouts and Voice a few years ago. Now, because I have Hangouts on my computer as well, I use it to make phone calls from my computer. And the majority of the phone calls that I've made to anybody over the last several years have all been from a computer. I probably actually dialed a phone number, talked to somebody on a cell phone on an actual phone call. Uh, I don't know, maybe once, twice in the last 3 or 4 years. All my calls are through my computer, and then I use the phone for Facebook Messenger. But Google Voice and Google Hangouts combined together allow you to send and receive text messages through Hangouts. Voice allows you to forward phone calls to your cell phone or to whatever phone you have it set up with on the back end. So that covers those two in terms of communication. And the last thing that I want to talk about in Google's free list of resources is Google Drive. Now, Google Drive is simply cloud storage. You can use Google Drive. It's similar to Dropbox, okay? They're the competitors. You have Google Drive, then you have Dropbox. Me personally, I don't like Dropbox at all. I think it's slow, it's cumbersome, it's a pain in the butt, and I don't like it at all. I've been using Google Drive for a really long time. It's faster, simpler. Dropbox only gives you 2 gigabytes of space when you sign up. Google Drive gives you 15 gigs of space for free when you sign up. So Google Drive automatically just wins out of the box. To use Google Drive, you're going to have to download what's called Google Backup in Sync. But when you go to get Google Drive and put it on your computer, it'll automatically walk you through that process. But with Google Drive, you can store whatever it is that you want to put pretty much inside Google Drive. So all of those files we were looking at earlier, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, all of that stuff is stored automatically as you're creating things. It backs up automatically to the cloud, and then you can drag those into here manually if you want, or you could just leave them where they're at because it's stored in the cloud under your account anyways in each of those separate softwares. But you can put all kinds of things in here, other files that you're working on, other spreadsheets, pictures, whatever it is that you want to keep track of. Drag it into your Google Drive, and then you can access it like everything else from anywhere, from a phone, from a tablet, from another computer, from another laptop, whatever the case may be. And Google Drive gives you, like I said, 15 gigabytes of free space when you sign up. So that's it, folks. If you're building a business, if you're building an affiliate marketing business, an internet-based business, you're wanting to get into that so-called laptop lifestyle, you need to have mobility, but you also need to have access to your information and the ability to do work while you're on the move. So definitely check out all of these tools from Google. Again, you have Google Docs, which is the free word processor program. I type my blog posts in here and then copy and paste into WordPress. It's a lot easier doing it this way with a Gutenberg editor in there. So you have Google Docs, which is your word processor. You have Google Sheets, which is your spreadsheet software, your alternative to Excel. You have Google Slides, which is your alternative to PowerPoint. You have Google Hangouts, which is a chat and communications platform, a messenger platform. And you have Google Voice, which is Google's VoIP, or Voice over Internet Protocol, telephone service. And then you have Google Drive, which is online cloud storage, 15 gigs for free. All of these things are accessible through your Gmail account. If you don't have one, just get one. So it won't cost you anything but like 30 seconds to register. To get to Docs, you go to docs.google.com. And then when you're there, you can just click on the menu icon here on the left. Let me let this load up. Once you're at docs.google.com, you can click this little hamburger menu up here to the left, and you'll see Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, and Drive. Okay, all you need is a Gmail account, and then you have access to all of this stuff. So if you got one, just go to docs.google.com, check it out, and that's it for now, folks. I'll see you all on the next video. Hope that you found this information helpful and useful in your own journey to building your online business. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can grow it. Please, that would help me out a lot. Thank you very much. I will see you folks on the next video. Peace.